What is going on, everybody? This is Yes, I Read That, and today I am reviewing Arm of the Sphinx by Josiah Bancroft. Arm of the Sphinx is the second book in the Books of Babel series, and if the first book was good, then this book is amazing. Seriously, this book makes the first book seem like build-up, and the first book was pretty awesome on its own. If you're unfamiliar with the series, you can check out my first video for Senlin Ascends, the first book in the series, because I will be only reviewing the second one and I will spoil stuff in the first book. My review will be structured like this. First, I will give a little bit of an overview to the story. Then I'll tell you my likes and dislikes and give a review score, and I'll try not to spoil anything. And after giving my score, I will talk about a bit of spoilery stuff because there's been some amazing twists in the end of this book. I really want to discuss those with you. So yeah, I've absolutely been blown away by this book. That much I can say for sure. So if you're looking for a good new fantasy series to read, then I think this series is pretty awesome. So let's start with a quick story recap. After escaping the commissioner with an airship in the end of book 1, Tom Senlin and his crew are on their own in the air around the Tower of Babel. Tom Senlin's crew are the first mate, Edith, and she has this weird clockwork arm. I really love this steampunk setting in the book. She has this clockwork arm that functions with some vials she puts in there to power it. There is Adam, a guy who actually betrayed Tom twice. However, you have to be honest and say he had very good reasons. So his betrayals totally made sense. I guess I can't really fault him for those. The next person is Pauletta, who is Adam's kind of weird, funny sister. She's actually a really cool character in this book. She's explored a lot more and I really enjoy where she has been going. And last but not least, there's Irene, the Amazon woman that is a very good fighter and super bulky, but also has a soft side hidden very deep inside her, and I really enjoy that character as well. So Thomas Senlin, the man who changed a lot from when he first entered the tower, is now in an airship and he has to become a pirate and he has to actually rob people of their belongings to survive in the sky. When he tried to enter the Kingdom of Pelphia through their skyport, he was actually denied. They were almost shot down, and so now he's trying to come by another way of getting into the kingdom, and well, a man's gotta eat, so he has to become a pirate. There's an issue with Tom as well. He always has weird hallucinations. He guesses that it's from the crumb overdose. Crumb is a kind of drug they use, and it's a bit of a weird drug because it induces hallucinations immediately, but it seems like the people aren't affected otherwise at all. So it's a bit of a weird thing, and he thinks it's either mental issues or actually an overdose of the drug that he caught when escaping the commissioner at first. And on top of that, they have to constantly escape from the commissioner's airship, and if the airship spots them, which it does once and almost takes them down, then they have to do everything they can to flee. And at one point in the book, Senlin only gets away by almost destroying his airship. So they're in a really bad situation. Fortunately, they finally get a clue on how to get into the Kingdom of Pelphia. So when Tom Senlin finally gets a clue on how to get into the Kingdom of Pelphia, he is very happy and they immediately go after that. But as I said, the crew is in trouble. Thomas Senlin is suffering from hallucinations. The clockwork arm Edith uses that has been supplied by the mysterious Sphinx is out of fuel, so they're in a dire situation, and I'm not gonna spoil too much, but this book really exceeded my expectations. And in the end, that ending, oh my god. Alright, let's get into my likes and dislikes for this book, and then I'll give you my score. What I really enjoyed about this book was there's a lot more action. That's actually one thing I criticized in the first book, the pacing and the action, and both of those aspects in this book have been amazing. On top of more action and better pacing, there has been a lot of new world building, so we get a lot of insight into how the tower works, we get to know the Hods better, and I don't think it's a spoiler because the title is Arm of the Sphinx, but we also get to know the mysterious Sphinx and what the Sphinx has been doing in the tower. We get Marat and his golden zoo. There's a lot of great stuff. I liked how the world was explored here. And one thing that I want to point out is I like how the focus shifts from only Senlin to his crew. I enjoyed the first book very much. It was cool to see his perspective, but I really enjoy that this book introduces a multiple point of view style. And I really think that gives a lot more depth to the characters involved, and it certainly made me like some of them more, like Pauletta. I think I really enjoy where this character is going, where she is at now. I think she's a really cool character. But there's also something I dislike a little bit. As I said, Thomas Senlin suffers from these hallucinations, and he thinks it's because of the drug overdose or because of a mental issue, but the reader very soon gets a clue that it's actually because he is still taking crumb. And the thing is, Thomas Senlin is a very intelligent character. The reader gets so many clues, and Senlin experiences these clues as well. So I really feel like he should figure it out. So I don't like the twist that happened here because it was so obvious. That's also something I said in the first book, like some of the plot twists are so obvious because of the foreshadowing. And we figured it out before. But I mean, it's maybe not perfect, but it's a rather minor point again. So my score for this book is a 9 out of 10. It's a very, very good book. I was actually really wondering if I should give a 10 out of 10, but I think 9 out of 10 is definitely fair enough. It's a great and unique story. It has an amazing world, it has amazing prose and writing. In this book there's great character development of the main characters, and I really enjoy the book. I think it's right up there with the great ones. So now, if you have not read the book, I would recommend you to turn off the video because I'm going to get into spoilery stuff right now, and I want to discuss a few things that happen in the book now. And the first one I want to discuss is I really enjoy how Marat and his golden zoo have been handled, because that was a huge amount of world building, but it was also very action-packed, it was great pacing, and I just think the whole thing was amazing. Great wrap-up of the little stop they did, and it was so cool to see the crew work together and the character development that happened with Adam. I really enjoyed this point in the story. And the next thing, the Sphinx and all her clockwork guards, her machinery is so cool. I really like the steampunk setting. I think I have never read a steampunk book like this, and I really enjoy what Josiah Bancroft has done with the Tower of Babel. I really enjoy what he has done with the Sphinx. I really like that he has put some mysteries in the first book with the Hods blacking out parts of the book, and we can see that now again with Marat, and then the Sphinx has been presented through all the machinery, of course, and also the picture, the Ogier picture of the girl has always been present, and now we finally know what it's used for. We finally know that. And then there's been this new stuff, like on the top of the tower, there's some men in rubber suits with like taser guns or something. Oh, what? And Adam has been captured by those guys, and I really enjoyed it. Great world building again, meanwhile keeping it action-packed. And then, last but not least, that ending when Senlin is finally back and the crew is almost back together. Obviously Adam is missing now, but actually Edith becoming captain of the ship, and then right at the end we get this little glimpse that Maria has a baby now, and right when Thomas Senlin and Edith seem to have something going. So I really, really want to read the next book. Unfortunately, it's not out yet, but yeah, I think this book was absolutely amazing. If you've read the book, please tell me what you thought. I'm very curious. So yeah, that concludes my review for Arm of the Sphinx. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and maybe sub to this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye!